Hello, everyone. Happy self-isolation. Hopefully not quarantine. I hope you're not sick. This is my isolation space. I'm at my grandparents. As you can see, they are huge fans of wood paneling. Um, so basically, back in October, you may remember, if you pay attention to me, maybe you don't, maybe you're still not, I don't know. Um, I posted a bunch of poems on my Instagram and my Facebook pages as part of Inktober. If you don't know what Inktober is, it's basically a challenge where there's a guy, I actually don't know his name, who started it, and he basically makes a list of 31 words, one for each day of October, and then artists draw whatever they think of for the, based on the prompt of the day. So if the prompt, for instance, is mountain, um, people draw to really think of. Maybe it's a literal mountain. Maybe it's a mountain of trash, quarters home, anything. Well, I'm really bad at drawing, but I've always thought Inktober was cool. So um, I decided to just adapt it and do it with poems. So that's what I did. You guys may also know that until probably January, um, for about almost 2 years before that, I had been working teaching English online to kids in China in the middle of the night. But when I finished doing that, suddenly my evenings were free because I no longer had to go to bed at 5 p.m. And so I was really excited because it was going to give me an opportunity to get out to different writing events, maybe connect with other poets a little. And now here we are with the situation with COVID-19. So that's not happening. So I thought, well, why don't I try doing a blog to share my poems and maybe talk about my influences for them and my thought process. Also because I haven't done a lot of performative work with my poetry. I usually just write it. I never recite it. To get more practice with that, I thought that recording them would be a nice exercise. And actually through doing it, I've realized um, a lot of editing is happening basically when I hear them versus just when um, I write them. So today I'm going to share my first, my first poem that I wrote for Inktober, and I'm hoping to kind of uh, switch between old poems and new poems because I'm sort of doing something similar now. Um, so my first poem is based on the prompt Ring, and it's sort of a calming poem, which I think is really good, especially given the kind of very anxious, stressful environment that we're all in right now. I know my grandparents are 80 and 81, so they're really worried about COVID-19. They watch CNN, like, basically they watch it all day until they start watching reruns of the first season of Law and Order. So it's it's a lot of COVID-19 information, and it's stressful. So yeah, I think especially if you close your eyes while you're listening to this and you think about nature, it'll have kind of a calming effect for you. So since the prompt was ring, I immediately thought of wedding rings. I thought of tree rings, of course. I thought of salt rings, protection from demons, that kind of thing. But I ultimately decided to write about tree rings because they're the coolest. I also, tree rings make me think about time passing on the grand scale. So it kind of gave me a lot of food for thought in terms of thinking about time, aging, death, but in a positive way. Personally, I don't believe in life after death. So, and for me, actually, that's really hopeful. I really like the idea of nature just going wild and reclaiming the earth after we have basically eviscerated ourselves and gone extinct. I don't know why. That just is like a really, it just makes me feel really happy. I'm not sure. Um, yeah, in terms of rings in general, wedding ring, fidelity, home, love, salt ring, like I said, is protection. All of these things are very positive, calming. You also think of a ring as a cycle. It's never ending. And in this poem, I talk about being eaten by a worm, and sort of the idea that a tree, a person, a worm, we're all made out of the same stuff, and we're basically just recycling each other again and again to basically make new versions of each other. Yeah, so I was hoping that this poem would be soothing and joyful. There's some repetition in it because I wanted to kind of convey the idea of a meditation. Maybe it could have been more. There could have been more repetition for that purpose. I don't know. I probably, usually for these prompts, I will write the poem in anywhere from 25 minutes to an hour. And then this one, just now, after I read it, I did do a little tweaking, which is probably another 10 or 15 minutes. Sometimes it'll be way faster. Sometimes I'll write a poem in 5 minutes. Other times I'll think about it for like 2 hours, sit down and write it. Sometimes I'll write part of it, leave, come back, write it part of it again. Sometimes I write half of something. I'll like leave an outline. I'll come back the next day and finish it. So yeah, my writing process can be a little weird, but generally that's kind of, I would say 25 minutes to an hour is the general timeline, general amount of time I take for a first draft. And then sometimes this second draft I didn't change very much. It was really quick. Other times I change everything and it's a little bit longer. Anyway, I was rambling over there. Sorry about that. All right, so I'm a little nervous because I've never really read a lot of my poetry out loud. So give myself a little courage here, and here we go. So this is Ring. If you are lonely, listen for the soft whisper of a gentle wind through the branches, for the scratching of squirrel nails on bark. If you are sad, picture the warm glow of sun shining through the young green leaves of spring, or the kaleidoscope hillsides of autumn. If you fear death, count the rings of an early bristlecone, one by one by one, without stopping. If you want to be happy, trace the rings of an ancient sequoia, circle slowly, out and out and out with each breath. In the silence of this reverie, remember that a worm will eat you, limb by limb, just as it does the tree. And this tiny thing will let you live again. There we go. It's kind of cheesy, but it was fun to write, and I'm glad that it has kind of a positive vibe. Hopefully in the future I can get some video editing skills and maybe a better microphone. So hopefully you can hear this all right. For now, you can just enjoy my wood panel paradise. Thanks, guys.